submit.
Find last
submitting
week's
it.
video and send them a link and a timestamp.
Right, now all right, so now, so here's my ticket now. Right, is that my ticket number?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful, okay.
So,
All right.
so you can actually look at my requests and you'll see a brief one-liner and you can click on that to update it, for example.
Okay.
You can also, I don't know if you can, but in my account, I can escalate to tier 2. There's a button for that.
You have a button? Wait a second.
Or drop down, I don't know. Whatever the
You got Premier
terminology is.
support. You have Premier support, or is that just part of Enterprise?
Both.
That's interesting. I think that might be an Enterprise thing.
I've never not had it, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any way to do that.
So that's not exactly true, David. You wait until you get your response from your tier 1 person and you go,
right.
If you don't mind, I've done all the basic things. Can we escalate this to tier 2? And I got about 50-50 getting that done.
I have a feeling that I'm not going to have to worry too much about that because I've been pinging the developer of this app as we've been talking, and I just sent him the ticket number, so I'm pretty sure that it's as elevated as it needs to be. But yeah. But you know, I have to I just want to say again that you don't need to know people at Zoom to get responsive. You know, whether it's people who work there or whether it's Ray and Frank as community champions. I mean, there's so many good people working to help us all do this better. It's really pretty.
I'm going to push back on that just a tiny little bit. If you're a basic user, you really, there isn't much help for you. Zoom made a decision a couple of years ago that basic users basically had to use the community forum, and there's not a lot else out there except for the chat bot.
Yes, and respectfully, I'm okay with that. If you're not paying,
well, a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't okay with that.
Do you mind if I share my screen for a moment?
Yeah. No, go for it, of course.
Where did that go? I don't want that part. Yeah, that one. So this is a specific page, and let me get rid of that so I can see what I'm doing. That shows you what you actually have access to based on who you are and what kind of plan that you have. And so the basic plan has access to the knowledge base, Zoom community, and chatbot. The Pro plan, a user has very limited access and an owner has a little bit more access. You got the knowledge base, Zoom community, and chatbot. You can submit Zoom web tickets if you are a licensed user. You can get live chat support if your subscription plan is greater than $50 a month. And you can get phone support if your subscription plan is greater than $200 a month. And I asked the Zoom accounting people, is this an annualized thing? Because I bought a Zoom events license and it's pretty expensive and I don't exactly spend $200 a month. But with that, my annual rate would be over $200 a month. And they said, yeah, we consider all of that together and allow you to do that. So on rare occasion, I actually have called Zoom phone support on a Pro plan, but many people just, you know, they've got a $14.95 a month, and you really can submit a web ticket. That's your highest escalation.
People with a Pro account, a lot of them are very unhappy with how Zoom's doing the support. So they are spending money.
Yeah, but anybody who has, I don't know how many users there are, but there's bazillions of them, you know. You can't possibly afford to provide, you know, direct individualized service to everybody. I understand that.
I think the difference is before they used to, a few years ago, you had to wait in line, but you could, and now you can't.
Yeah.
I'll beg to disagree because we also use Microsoft Teams and WebEx. If I have an issue on a WebEx meeting, I put in a ticket during the meeting. Someone calls me within 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, but WebEx is Cisco, so they've got the whole of Cisco. But when someone from Cisco calls you, you better know what you're talking about because you're speaking to an engineer. And with Microsoft Teams, when we've had issues, we've had 4 or 5 hours of troubleshooting with a dedicated person there who is talking with us, going through the steps. And when he gets stuck, he turns around and he asks someone within the organization, comes back and he says, "This is what the engineers have told me." So I don't completely agree with that. It's just the way that they're managing their business.
I think the problem is I've never used any of these other platforms, and so maybe I just don't have any comparison.
Adobe's pretty similar. The times I've actually had an issue with Adobe things, my only recourse is really to go to the community forums. The difference there, I think, is that they have a lot more professional, and I think in some cases employees that make the rounds in there, and it's also not a place where your average person paying $14 a month to attend a couple of meetings goes to ask, I've got Windows 10 and I moved to 11 and this doesn't work now. What's wrong with it? You've got people using a little bit more complex apps and paying a little bit more money, and they know they have to take care of them.
Yeah.
Frank and John and I stay very busy.
All I can tell you is my experience. Well, okay, so let me tell you, I'll give you a specific example. So I don't remember if this came up last week. I think it did. Vanity URLs.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I asked Zoom for a vanity URL. Within 24 hours, they said, "Sure, we can turn that on for you. What would you like your vanity URL to be?" And I sent it over to them. And then they, I had to prove to them that I owned that thing. And boom, I got it. What I didn't realize is that by grabbing a vanity URL, that was going to change every user's URL in my business, which I did not want to do. So
you can get subdomains.
So you can get multiple vanity URLs is what I did. And so I asked for that and they got back to me. For anyone who is looking into vanity URLs, here's the thing apparently, is that you can only use a domain that you own, and it has to be a .com. So for example, I own toratechai.com, so I could get toratechai.zoom.us. But if I owned fancypants.org, you cannot get fancypants.zoom.us. You have to get
I have a .ca domain. CA is Canada.
But what's the next level down?
Who are you asking?
CA? Yeah, you, Frank. What's the next domain under CA?
We are just CA
EDU?
now.
We're just CA.
No, we're just CA.
Okay.
So maybe I can only speak to US. In the US, if I have a .org or a like for example, I own ttg.productions. All they could do for me was ttg-productions.zoom.us or fancypants-org at zoom.us. So that's what I ended up getting.
They've also changed the rules and the system a lot. It's a lot tighter than it used to be. You do know you can change your landing page for your vanity URL as well. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am. But here's the thing, and you'll have to forgive me. So I did all this work. I got all these vanity URLs, and I have no idea what to do with that landing page. I don't understand what the value of that landing page is. I'll show you the landing page. I'll pull it up for everyone. But does anyone know why I even need that?
Well, because some people may go to the root, and the root gives you a standard Zoom connection. And
Hold
you
on a
can
second.
change the content of that if you wish
All right, hold
to
on.
suit
Where
your
is-
company brand guidelines.
Right. All right, hold on. Let me find. I'm trying to find personal link. Is this my? No, it's just this. Bear with me for a second. Okay. So now I'm going to go to a new page. I'm going to put that in. All right. So here is. This is where my vanity URL leads.
Yeah, that's the vanilla version. Yeah.
And I haven't done any updating over here. Again, I'm just not clear on why this is. I'm never going to join from a browser. Why wouldn't I?
But lots of people join from browsers.
Not anymore. I just turned that off.
Well, because
for
you
this
turned it
meeting.
off.
But
We
but
just
that
decided
join,
we shouldn't do that.
if someone has the Zoom app on their desktop, when they click that join, it'll activate the link in the Zoom app.
It's also where you can, one place where you can turn on your single sign-on as well. That landing page is a place where you can link to your SSO.
Okay. Okay.
And I put a link to the customized branding for your vanity URL in the chat.
Yes. It's interesting. The person who was helping me from Zoom, they also kept sending me this link. Every time I asked them if I could do another, if I could do a different thing, they kept saying, "Can you please just read the information that we've posted?" So yes.
Yes, it's much better. In the old Wild West days, I got a vanity URL. I didn't have to check with anybody. It was just given to me, and it was all wonderful and lovely. And I've still got it now, even though I don't have a business account.
Right.
And and just to let you know how Wild West it was, when they first introduced the vanity URL, they just let anything .zoom.us go through. I mean, they're going to deny it, but you could make up your own URL, and you would still get into Zoom. So you could make up your own vanity URL. That you can't now. It's ring fenced.
Yeah, no, it's pretty locked down now. In any case, the point of sharing this was just that I had this. I mean, I must have gone back and forth at least 15 times with Zoom via email, and just within 24 hours, just very, very responsive. But again,
so those things that are basic requests like upgrading to HD and that sort of thing, they build a separate queue, and those are looked at pretty much timely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All righty. What else do we have? Anyone else have anything exciting happening in the Zoom world?
So this isn't so much Zoom, but it was something that came up earlier on when Jill was online. I cannot figure out, and someone said that you can do this. When you have a live stream on YouTube, you can trim it. You can add a first page, last page, but I have not seen the option to be able to edit something out of that video. The instructions that I've seen is to download it, edit it, and then upload it again. Yeah. So I just wanted to clarify that because someone said that and I didn't know. I had my doubts, but I just kept quiet. But I've checked it now. I can't find it. I can't see it.
At one time you could. There was an editor for the creators. I haven't looked at it recently. I'm not even looking at the right spot. Where is my camera? Am I looking at you guys right now?
Nope.
No.
We're over here.
Oh, you're over
There
there.
you
Right.
go. Hi, James.
Hello. Let me get you guys in the right spot. I'm looking
Robert,
at this camera, not this one.
yeah, Robert, I do have a suggestion, and I don't know if anybody else has used this. Did you take a look within the YouTube studio to see if you can actually do the editing? And it's not there anymore.
I've never seen it, so I don't know if it was ever there. So I don't even know where I was meant to be looking, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Did you start another stream? I just got a YouTube notification.
Yeah, you got it working after complaining you didn't.
We can't hear.
And we can't hear you, David.
Oh, Gosh, sorry. No, I just went and I changed it from unlisted to public. That's all.
So you changed the original one.
The original one,
public.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. But ironically, 2 people are watching. I don't know which one I changed. It's so confusing.
Mike and you, David.
Yeah, I'm watching for sure, Dave. So that's a hint.
I mean, but I'm just, so you all know what I'm up against here. Like here, so here, oh, let me do this. So, you know, here I'm back in my YouTube Who's He What's It, and I've got 2 that are live right now. The original one, which I guess is the original one because it's using our cover, but then this one, and this is here because I started another stream because I was trying to get a screenshot for the ticket, but then it started working. So the second one always works, but the second one doesn't go to the scheduled stream. That's the problem. It's just alive. And then this week, who was it? Was it Frank, I think? This week, I was gonna not schedule the stream. Oh, it was Mike's fault. I was gonna not schedule the stream because of this. And instead I was just gonna hit go live. And he's like, no, I need the scheduled stream or else I don't know where to go or something like that.
No.
No, that's
we have 5, we almost have 600 subscribers. We don't have 100,000 yet, David, but we have almost 600 subscribers that actually want to know when David goes live, including Frank, which just got on his phone.
Right.
So,
right.
no. And for Robert's sake, I did find how you can edit your video on YouTube. It's in, if you actually go into, David, I don't know if you want to demo this and I can walk you through it.
Yep.
So if you actually choose a video,
okay.
just click on one of them.
Yep.
On the side, editor.
Editor at where's
On the
that?
left
Sorry.
side under.
Oh, yes,
so
I got you. Editor.
there you go. At the
Well,
top, you can do trim and cut.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but I don't
That's
think
not what we're looking for, because
Yeah,
trimming is just the ends, cutting is just splitting it,
exactly.
yeah?
You can't splice out of. So I had actually someone who wanted to splice out a piece. Like I want, I want to take just this area right here and make it into a short or something. You can't do that. You can all you can do that as I understand it is trim it to here and cut it. Unless, wait a second.
So I think with the new cut, you can actually create multiple segments.
Yeah, let's see. New cut. Oh, wait. Oh God, what did I just do? Hold on. I guess you can't undo. All right, let me undo that. So all right, so here we go. So now let me just put that there. I'll do new cut. There you go. Look at this. Look at this, Robert. You click on new cut, and now I can take this one little piece. I don't even know what this is. Let's just see. Oops. It doesn't really matter what it is, does it? No, it doesn't matter. Oh, look at that though. This is, hold on a second. This is not going to cut. This is going to delete this part.
Yes.
I thought,
Well, if you want just a short piece, you can drag the blue pieces to the front and end of the short piece that you want.
right, but the problem with that is that this is your original video.
Correct.
So you cannot.
You want to extract a
excise-
piece.
Right, you cannot extract a piece. So you can cut something out, but you can't extract it. That's what
There was a Zoom bomber in there, and we don't want him to be shown.
Oh,
Click.
that's how you. Okay, that's how we would do it. That's actually
Okay.
really helpful. Taking us
Yep,
full
that
circle
is
back to the
useful.
beginning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Good stuff.
Can you
Thank you.
undelete? Can you
Um,
undelete the thing that was deleted?
Can you save a copy? Because then you could hack up the original, save it as
Right.
a copy and not save the original, change it, like don't change, save the changes to the original.
So if I
I'm
were to
talking
go,
about the one from last Friday.
right.
I-
So if I were to go back, well, I don't think that one's even up anymore.
Yeah.
But if I were to go back here, there is no copy. There is no way to
All right.
duplicate.
one of the tools I support looks exactly like that, and you can make an edit, and if you have two choices, save or save as copy, and if you save as copy, it's leaves your original pristine.
Yeah. So let's see
And
here.
when you
Let me
save
go
it as a
into-
copy, do you get all of the stats from the original? In other words, some
No,
reviews?
now it becomes an independent new video media piece.
Okay.
Upcoming. What is upcoming? I don't know
Scheduled
what that is.
for
Yeah, but
later.
it's not. It's scheduled for July 4th. I don't know what that is. All right, let me go in here again.
We can't see what you're doing.
Oh my Lord.
Well, you're
Yeah,
talking
tell me
about
these
it.
things.
Now we want to
Yeah,
see
tell
it.
me these things, guys. I sound like an idiot. Okay. So I'm going to go into editor. And so trim and cut. I'll just put that there. I can do new cut. So now, before I do anything, at this point, I can still exit out or do that. Let me actually, I'm going to actually,
And
something.
David,
Yeah, you can discard changes at top right-hand corner, I believe.
yeah.
yeah,
So I'm going to do this.
the
I'm
three
gonna-
dots, David, you could go back to original if you do make a mistake.
All right, so I just did a cut, so that is now out. It's going to play through and it cuts right. I can discard changes, or so this will discard all the changes, or I can go back here and I can trash this one, or I can even
change
edit
it.
Yeah,
I missed by 3 seconds. Yeah.
yeah. And then presumably once I save it though, then
What's in the
it's
3 dots? Is there?
revert to
Revert to engine.
original.
Yeah. So just in case you really made a heck of a mess, you could actually go back to the original.
Yeah,
as
but
it
I
is
wonder,
for your
but
editing.
I wonder if you can do that after you've saved it. Let me go ahead and I'm going to save this. All right, save change. It might take a few hours for those changes to apply. During that time, viewers will see the current version. You won't be able to make other changes to the video. The original version of your video will be stored so you can undo your edits. There you go. Oh, but only until this goes live.
Yeah.
Once the changes apply, then I don't think you can go back.
Look on the learn more, might be a little bit.
All elements and edits will be removed from your video. This change cannot be undone. Move to original.
Except by redoing them.
Except by
But
redoing
this
them.
is,
Right.
yeah, but this is really super useful for situations like we had last week. Just
Yeah.
continue the stream, get to the end, cut it out, and we're done.
Yeah.
There's
agree.
also the blur option if you just wanted to mask some content or somebody's face or whatever,
Yep.
which is quite neat.
Very nice. All right, folks.
You're
I
a
think we-
very educational person, David. We learn so much when we're with you.
I learned so much when I'm with you. Today was great. Again, Ray, really want to just kudos to you and thank you for inviting Jill. That
Yeah,
was fantastic. And we got the OSC, we got all the updates, and then the second update from OSC. So that's fixed now. We have a ticket in for the streaming app. And I think we're good to go, my friends. Wishing you all a lovely, lovely week. Unless I don't want to cut anyone off. Prema, it was so nice having you here. Come back and visit us.
Thank you so much.
What a joy. What a joy. Hoping you all have a fantastic weekend and support England in the footy. I don't even know what a footy is, but John's telling me that I should support England in the footy. What's a footy?
The European Championships of countries.
England and
Those
Spain.
people across the road.
Is this a
Or
sport?
soccer.
Oh, soccer. Okay.
Yeah,
Football.
the one with the round ball, David.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
The
one
real-
that they say don't
The real
pick up.
football.
The real football, exactly. All right. Have a lovely weekend, everyone.